Induction resources. Well, the only induction resource you really need to be worried about is yourselves. You are individually, each and every one of you, the important business of induction. Not us, not QA, not West, not ENU. You, to make sure you are happy the end of next Friday, that you know what's expected of you, what we expect of you, and all the other myriad things that we'll be throwing at you over the next 8 days. Fully expect you to forget most of it. In fact, every student I've come across tends to anyway. It's impossible. We're throwing information at you all the time, and there are far more important and interesting things going on as well. So pay attention when you can. Come back to these resources. They're down in black and white. Check your news. Check the information, check your timetable, the important thing, and check with your colleagues. On this page there are obviously the download resources, which are the workbook, the abridged version and the full version, which includes some more background to the teaching and learning activities. Essentially what we're going to do on the Thursday is looking at your learning style. What is your preference to how you're actually going to benefit from teaching and learning activities? This may not actually be immediately apparent because the teaching and learning by ENU and QA will be dominated by a more didactic style, i.e. chalk and talk, as it used to be said, rather than an active learning style. But if you can identify that you prefer a more experiential, i.e. learning by doing approach, we can perhaps, via your good selves, via Mark Nathan's IT committee, look at the A to Z, what the IT committee is all about, or through the Apprentice Experience Committee, get some changes, or through the Academic Committee, get some changes to the approach to teaching and learning, change the approach to the assessment. We are open to ideas. So that's what we're looking on Thursday, your favoured learning style. Then we might be looking at more interesting things about who are you? What are your values? What is your philosophical orientation? What makes you tick? We may have time to talk about ethics, which is always a good punch up, so to speak, between small group activities in terms of how we're going on. So that's sort of Thursday, hopefully a bit of fun. Friday we're looking at team building exercise, which will be briefed by Glenn on the Thursday afternoon. Next week is going to be exciting because Monday we've got ENU coming down, we've got people from West coming down to talk about opportunities within your employer. Some boring bits and pieces like digital safety equipment, all those bits and pieces. But on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, we're looking at presentation with impact. A lot of your professional life, you will be doing oral presentations in a multinational, multicultural environment as you go through your career and wherever your career takes you within the current organisation or elsewhere. It's more likely that a more oral rather than written culture will be pervading. So it's a key professional skill to be able to make a professional presentation and one that has impact. And 2 days have been laid across for you to do that. Don't worry, most people hate presentations, but they come better with practice. That's Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday we have a day which is the dark web and the software development lifecycle. The dark web, obviously some of you know about it, some of you know perhaps too much about it, but there again we'll not go there. But obviously it's an area which may have impact on your professional careers. So a controlled exercise in exploring the dark web, and the software development lifecycle may or may not be covered depending upon events looking at further in your program. But it's an important technical skill we will be covering on the Thursday. And the Friday of induction, we're looking at wrapping up with a independent study exercise, doing some research for a group presentation which we made to colleagues from West and QA colleagues, followed by a lunch event. Then in the afternoon of Friday, it says personal development. What that basically is for you to go and sort out any bits and pieces that are still hanging off. Number one, go and register with a doctor locally. It is fairly fundamental. You need to do that for your work business, but it's a prerequisite of going on the outward bound. You need to have a local GP. To do that, sort out any outstanding lease issues with your landlord, get your travel permit, your parking permits, whatever is relevant, do it. And if you haven't got anything to sort out, have a nice afternoon. But that's Friday. And the following Monday, 0900 hours, lectures begin. Induction is going to be fun, hopefully. The number one recap again, it's all about you, not us. So any problems, come and talk to us. Thank you.